Please open Luke chapter 15 and verses 11 to 13. Please open Luke 15th chapter, 11th verses to 13 verses. And he said, there was a man who had two sons, and the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the shares and properties that is coming to me. And he divided his property between them. Not many days later, the younger son gathered all he had and took a journey into a far country, and there he squandered his property in reckless living. Luke chapter 15 and verses 11 to 13. What here saying? One man had two sons, and the small son younger asked his property shares, and he went to far countries. At that time, what happens we are going to see. The younger lost his gifts at father's home. The younger lost his gifts at father's home. Risks of living home. Risks of living home number 1 is hunger. Risks of living home number 2 is unrest. Risks of living home number 3 is poverty. Risks of living home number 4 is shame. Risks of living home number 5 is loneliness. Risks of living home number 6 is happiness. These things the anger was lost because of living home. So the gift of coming back. Please open Luke chapter 15, 22nd verses. Please open Luke chapter 15, 22nd verses. But the father said to his servants, bring quickly the best robe. Bring quickly the best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand and shoes of his feet. What's the father saying here? Please go and bring a new best robe and ring and keep her shoes. When he came back to home, he got gifts. When he came back to home, he got gifts. Number 1 is ring. When he came back to home, he got gift. Number 2 is precious costumes. When he came back to home, he got shoes. Number 3 is shoes. So the ring is the symbol of the authority, and the precious costumes are the symbols of monarch, and the sandals are the symbols of sons. Sandals are not given to servants, and that sandals are made with wood. And your father is God, and we should be in the home of Father. At that time we can take gifts from Father. He always thinking that gifts should be given to us. Father is not liking that we are living God. Why? Because gifts are always keeping ready to give us. Here knows that because of we are going to face a lot of problems. That's why he is thinking always we should be with him. So we should always be with God. We should catch God's hand. So we are being with God and taking that gifts always and being with happiness. What's the saying here? We should always be with God. God is thinking that every time we should be with God and should be with happily. So we always should be with God. We never leave Jesus' hands or God's hands. When we are leaving God's hands, we didn't have to eat anything because Jesus is ours. When we are leaving Jesus' hands, we didn't have any name. We didn't have any symbols to live in. So this is what to say today. Please all guys should be with God and be with